think also it really shows that there's a shift, right? We've seen all these chapters, Chan whining and dining Malia, trying to be nice, when we always knew there was a whole monster on the inside of him that had not had the opportunity to show itself to us as the readers. And now we're starting to see a little bit more of that coming out in a big way. And it almost is like a snowball effect, because the next few chapters, this is going to be like craziness happening. And it's like, is this who this person really is? It's like, look at, you're a danger girl.
Right. Like, okay.
I have to tell you, Alicia, you looking real good, honey. I'm loving the color. I'm loving the hair.
Stop. You
know,
know,
I like the shirt. Like, you really giving all kind of.
The 90s is coming back. Them little late girl, we would have killed for trying to show the whole top and not show the titties. But like little lace up, we would have killed for that in our team. We would have caught at the BNI.
You
saved up for it. Like, girl, you get the shirt, you get the black one, and I'll get the white one. And then
the chair.
Thank you.
I was just looking at the shirt and I'm like, okay, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little warm sweater because it's cold.
In the heart. I mean, yeah, you're looking good, Ma. Like, and that's one thing. It's like I love when my girls show up and they just like glowing and being their best. I want the squad to be right.
We don't come on here with bonnets and lip gloss. You know what?
Oh, girl,
we here.
I'd be like, I try to like support other smaller podcast platforms, you know what I'm saying? Because we're still on the smaller side as well. And, you know, every view, every subscription, it matters, right? You know, when you're building. And I'd be on there, sometimes I'll watch stuff and I'll be like, so who got the bonnets on today?
Me too. I will see that and I'm like, oh, okay, well, like we're not down in you. Praise God.
Not down in you.
And
but I am going to
say
all
collectively are minding our business.
Minding business.
For the 92 or whatever percentage. And so we're like, you know, trying to be in solidarity, but at the same time, come on, girl.
You just don't know who's going to be watching. And I remember.
And by the way, you're beautiful. I'm liking it. But you wrinkle your nose. But yeah, girl. All that. You look like nice and casual. Like you about to have a bomb ass day at the mall. Kind of got a little chola thing going.
Yeah, I got me a little jewelry on, you know.
I know. Mine keep like rolling or something.
Mine twists all the time, so I'm constantly, you know, fixing it. But what I was saying is that the creator, he had said that he follows, like, he won't subscribe to people's channels, but like he supports smaller platforms. He's like, it might be 2 or 3 views on a video. He was like, I will watch people's videos. He's like, because I'm always looking for like, you know, new talent and stuff. And he was like, a lot of times there's this feeling of like, you have to have millions of followers to even be noticed by people. He was like, I'm not even, he's like, I don't care about the followers. He's like, the followers are going to come. He's like, because followers are more about like marketing and promotion and stuff like that, right? So he was like, if you're a talented person, I will work with you. We'll get you followers later on. We'll get you a fan base. But I'm trying to see like what you really have going for yourself right here. Like, is this somebody that I think I could work with? And he said he'll watch videos and he'll just like be looking at people's content. And he's like, okay, are they consistent in their posting? Are they, you know what I'm saying? Are they reliable? Because you'll see people post something and then, you know, and they'll do it for a while and then they'll come back 2 or 3 years later, post stuff. And you'd be like, well, what's going on? You know? And so he was just saying that he wants to make sure that people are really dedicated to what they're doing. And again, you don't know who's watching. YouTube ain't telling us, oh, you know, and so showed up and they watched for 32 seconds and left. You don't know who's watching. So I'm gonna say always present your best foot going forward, because I don't want nobody to see me on here and be like, she was real comfortable, baby. She had on her house coat. That's what my mom calls a robe, a house coat, her bonnet.
Bang roll, that roll, bang roll, that roll, bang roll, that roll, bang roll, bang roll, bang roll, bang roll, bang roll. Ain't no place I can't go. No.
All right, well, that was that. That was our lovely little recap and a bunch of other stuff and our stories of betrayal. One more note about the betrayal thing. It's good to have an awareness. And like how you had said how so-and-so told you what they told you and you didn't just like pop off or go crazy. They probably just thought that you either didn't care or didn't catch it. You cared and you caught it, but you didn't react to it because you was like, it's pointless. Like, you know what I'm saying? You learn to pick and choose your battles, like what's important, what's not important. But yeah, everything doesn't need a reaction. And I think that's the most powerful thing of it all is like, even when you have to walk away from situations because they're not serving you, everything doesn't require a response. Sometimes the best response is just to be like, okay, and go on about your day, you know?
And praise God.
I'm done giving people my time and my energy, you know. It's not worth it. I got other things I could be doing that are way more productive than this. So okay. So we'll do the first question and I'll take it. And it says, do you think Russell will listen to his brother about staying away from Malia's friends, or do you think he would date her despite his brothers expressing his wishes for him not to try? Russell happened to see another picture of Malia because he was like, you got a picture of her laying in bed, wrapped up in a sheet with her hair on her face. I can't see her. I want to see her. And so Chan showed another picture of her, but it was like her and her friends were all together. He's like, who that? Who that over there? You know? And Chan was like, no, bro, we're not going to do it. That's her best friend. Stay away. And he was like, nah, I need to get up close to that. And he was like, you're not gonna mess her over and then she be mad at me like your brother was cheating on my girl and you know. And he was just like, it's gonna cause a problem. He's like, because Russell had already said he had never met a boxer he could be faithful to. So he's like, well, I mean, she looked like somebody I could at least try. I could see, you know.
We'll see how this goes.
Right. And so Chan was just definitely like, don't do it. So I don't even know if he would be, you know, Eva's type. But what do you think? Do you think he'll go for it when he finally meets her?
He would go for it. It would depend on Eva, but Russell is not going to be like, well, he told me to stay away, so I'm not going to do it. No, if anything, if Russell is who, you know, the Russell I know,
right?
He's gonna at least try. He's gonna try and what is it, Riz? Try
and Riz her up. See if she's that za. You know what I'm saying?
You know, because she that za. So if Eva was down, yeah. And it may change his life. You don't know. The box may change. That might be the one that he's like, wait a minute. This is I'm gonna say this. You're gonna make me want to be faithful. Yeah. So but I definitely don't see him staying away. Like, if anything, he might come around a little more, hoping to like accidentally bump into her or something.
How you doing, girl? You want some
like, oh, how you doing? I didn't see you there. What's your name? You know, and it's like, nah, bro, you
trying to figure out what bill he can pay. You got enough food?
What you need paid today? How much is your mortgage payment? You know,
if you come
take care of that,
bills being paid and groceries, I'm like, well, let's see what we already talked
about. Since you asked, sir,
you talking about big boy things now, you know?
Big boy. So
yeah, big boy like that.
No, I don't think he cares about what Chan says, and at some point he's going to either pursue her or, like I said, accidentally bump into her somewhere. And
these are Kongs. They out here.
Yeah, the Kong brother. They ready for some black girls. They like, hold on.
Won't run into somebody on accident.
But no, I don't think Russell gonna stay away.
Russell gonna do what Russell want to do. Chan ain't in controlling him.
So I like my.
He's like, I'll fight my brother. It's cool.
Right. Russell's not scared of Chan. Like, as crazy as, you know, they are, whatever. I think they both, brothers are just like that. Like, right. I think, you know, if somebody's considered the most dangerous person in the world, like their sibling is like, this I used to toss this motherfucker. Like, it don't matter. You're like, siblings are just like that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm that way. Like, my brother, what? Please.
Anybody worried?
So, no. Next question. Russell and Chan came into that office ready to take over. Not gonna lie, the way Russell broke that vase let me know he don't play. How different are the two brothers from each other? Same level of violence, obviously, was raised in the same home, same whatever, but I think Chan is like more laid back. Chan is like, I don't know if anybody has seen those Ip Man or whatever man movies. It's a martial arts movie with Donnie Yen. You compare like Donnie Yen to like any other martial artist. Donnie Yen will whoop your ass with 30 hits, and I mean not even change his face. I mean, it will tear your ass up, whereas everybody else, and doing all this crazy stuff, right? That's just like Donnie in style. I think he's so cool. But Chan is more like that. Chan, he could do diabolical stuff. Like he'll whoop your ass, but he gonna make sure like your business fail, your friends don't talk to you no more, the police will be looking for you. Like he'll set you up. Whereas Russell's just like, nah, let's just get it on right here. And he'll dust you off and then be like, and don't make me come back. Like Russell, he seems like, you know, though he'll take it there, but then leave, kind of walk away. Like, okay, I whooped his ass. Okay, we're good. Right. Whereas Chan is like, no, that wasn't enough. Like, I'm gonna whoop your ass, but I'm gonna destroy your life. Right. So I think they're different in that way. Maybe I would say Chan is more calm, yet diabolical, right. And Russell is more wild, yet like they'll both get in your ass. But, right. Because we did read about, you know, Chan losing it for a second, you know, we're on a cliffhanger. Yeah. We don't want to tell the business. But, yeah, and the way he broke the vase, I kind of laughed at that. The way I pictured it was him like, and then letting it fall right before the guy like grab it. Like, oh, here you go. And then, oh shit. You know, and it was probably hoping the dude would swing on him. He was probably like, just give me a reason. Just give me a reason. Give me a reason. So yeah. What do you think?
I think you like said it perfectly. I think they are like night and day. Like you said, Chan's more, I'll go after your entire family. I'll go after your whole life. You said your friends won't talk to you. Like
your friends won't talk to you. The police will be looking for you. Like that nigga set you up.
On what was the thing with Crime Stoppers? Like he'll mess you up. Like Chan is really like, he's quiet, but he plans stuff, and so he's thinking like, I don't want to just like mess you up, like I do, but I want like your whole life to be destroyed. Like I want you to know you mess with the wrong person on this day. Where Russell's like, what did you say? And he'll drill you, stomp you out a little bit, and be like, no, say it again. Make me come back over here. And Russell will leave you alone, like
right.
Interested in like destroying your entire world and making sure everybody hates you and you know, hacking into your email and sending out, you know, stuff. And it's like, no,
right. You'll lose your job. I mean,
yeah,
and ain't playing with it.
Gonna deal with you in the moment and slap you around, punk you, put you in your place, and go somewhere and gamble and drink some Hennessy and smoke a cigar like Cohibas all day, you know. But Chan's like, no, I gotta teach you a lesson. Like he is a weapon of mass destruction. He want to tear everything. But he's like, you need to feel this in every area of your life. I want you to look ashamed, you know. So they are very, very much different, I think, in that respect. They're brothers and they get along very, very well. And they're like the yin and the yang. Like they work together, you know, and they balance each other out so well. But yeah, Russell's really, really wild, very explosive. Chan's like, I'm gonna plan that out. Okay, yeah, because all that's getting ready to leave. All your bank accounts drained.
Right. He's gonna destroy your entire existence. Right. Like you're gonna be like, that too, nigga. Like you finally get out of jail because you know the cops is looking for you. They catch you. You in jail. You ain't got no bail money. You finally do get out. You don't lost your place. Like
right.
Yeah, Chan. He gonna get you.
Full circle, you know. So so that's where they're definitely different, because like Russell, he really wanted those people to give him a reason to go in. Like he really wanted to just beat them up in the office. So he was like, well, I can't do too much, but I'm definitely gonna tear up his face. So he's like, I'll get you on that, you know. I gotta be somewhere else, but yeah. So where Chan's like, he wasn't threatening nobody. That man said he was gonna call security, and Russell was like, and before your hand can even touch the phone, I'll break every bone in your finger. Like, wait a minute.
You promise? Sorry, that's the toxic side.
You know, where I think if he would have tried to grab the phone, Chan would have just snatched the phone out of his hand and hit him in the head with it. But Russell's like, I'm gonna let you know first. Touch the phone if you want to, and your hand's gonna get broken. So I want you to think about this.
You want to?
You're gonna be shocked, like, you see that coming. With Russell, you kind of see things coming. With Chan, you don't really see things coming. You just gotta react. Okay, so your question is the next one.
This chapter was a pissing contest for Chan and Antonio. I hate how they both spoke of Malia like some piece of meat they didn't want to share. Chan flat out lied about Malia in the car. What were your feelings? Well, I already discussed that. I didn't like it. I did not. It was not Alicia approved.
No.
And they were just like the question says, flat out lies. It's like, you know, it's not even what you're making it out to be. Like, I understand you're trying to piss off homeboy,
Right.
but all you had to say, hey, we're together, it's something serious, back off, and just be mad at that. You sitting there like, yeah, because you know she's tight, she's wet, she does this, and she do what I say do. I got her on her knees, and I'm tearing her. You know, it's like, bro, like, and then this Negro talking about, yeah, she want this big black, like, oh, did she? When she never even, that's probably why Chan lost it, because he never really found out if they actually, like, he knew she stayed the night at the house, whatever, because he was watching her, but you know, he didn't have the exact details of what happened. So for Antonio be like, yeah, she don't want this when she done with you, you know, or as soon as you mess up, she gonna get back on this big black dong.
BBC, baby.
The BBC, okay. The BBC.
Yeah.
And Chan's like, oh no. Okay. He a little bit of Russell came out of Chan. Okay, he had to take care of that. But
Instantly.
my feelings on that, like I told Karina, I was like, that made me like really side eye, and now I'm looking at the Chan that's to come. Yeah. What's to come? That bro. And I'm like, oh man, it was a little bit of a letdown too, because I'm like, I always kind of look Chan kind of like this knight in shining armor. Like Malia, you know, she's kept herself for 5 years and, you know, worked on healing and blah blah blah, and then this man just comes and he's everything. Like, he checks everything on her list, like boom 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 boom, and then you're like, oh, not this month too. Like, he's already talking, like, and the few times he kind of snapped on her a little bit too, you know, like, get in the car or whatever real quick, and then well, I just, you know, I was worried, you know, he tried to like smooth it over and stuff. Like, we see what's to come. And it was kind of like
some more red
Malia's our boo boo. So but Malia also know how to get folk together too, so
she know how to read a room.
Yeah, she's not as clueless as she may let on sometime. I wonder. No, sis.
No, you know, sis.
Put it together.
Gotta stop worrying about being piped down. You gotta.
Yeah, right. Like, you worry about the wrong things, man.
You gotta pipe up. You try to get piped down. You gotta start thinking about the right things. Let me go look at the question because I'm going off the rails.
Girl, me too.
Yeah, it was a flat out lie, and he was really like trying to like puff up himself, like, no, because I have her. It's like he was almost making it seem as if, like, at one point Antonio was like, did Malia tell you she wanted you to say this? Like, because you're speaking on her behalf, you know, stay away from her and all this stuff, and well, no, I tell her what to do. She don't tell me nothing. It's like, okay, so yeah, it was like, it was definitely a pissing contest where they were both acting like, nah, because I have her in a way that ain't nobody else ever had her. I like how Mike would talk about Malia, no, because you ain't never had nobody but me, and it's like, where is ownership of people coming from? You guys got to stop thinking that you own something. You only own your own body. You only own yourself. You don't own me. Okay, and that's where the problem comes in. When you're looking at this lipstick, like, what color is this? Anyway,
is it the one you got on? Because, girl, you was wearing that. You better send me a link or something, a picture.
Yeah.
Like, try some different colors. So I'll be watching you.
Yeah.
Little sis, I'm watching. I got my eye on you.
My eyes. Yeah,
and it's
like, too. Girl, I already know.
You know, I love my babies.
I love you too, girl.
Meow.
Love my girl. But yeah, they both had a pissing contest, and Malia was at the center of it all. He could have just simply said, things are moving in a direction with me and her, and we get serious, and I don't like whatever y'all had going on. Don't come around her no more. But he was like, nah, because I own that cat. You know, it do what I tell it to do. When I say purr,
it.
she waiting for me. I tell her be in bed. She ready. Ain't nothing on.
Ready. She'll make a move without my permission.
Yeah, he was acting like he just had her on lock, and like she just was so starstruck that he breathes in the room and she ready to bow down. I'm like, that's not okay. Yeah, and then Antonio's like, okay.
Oh my god. He had to make the grunt noise too. It's funny because that's how your dad used to get ready to go off to put people. Oh God, rest his soul. Oh, that was too much.
Oh Jesus. But yeah, he was like, I can't believe he's talking about her like that.
Okay, I'm trying to stop. Okay.
That was funny because Antonio.
Okay. All right. It's not even that serious. I don't know. I got the giggles.
It was just because it brought back a flashback of like so many.
Your dad's sitting in that chair, girl, downstairs back in the office.
Mm-hmm.
And we get ready to act up. And he get ready to chase us for some best. Get about that shit. And we knew to run. I don't know. That shit was hilarious.
Like, where were we going? There were only so many places to hide at the funeral home.
That's it. But that mess, oh my God.
My dad would take us to work with him. And he'd be like, y'all keep it quiet. I got stuff to do. And we're kids and we're in a whole building, right? And
right.
So we can hide up in here. I mean, there's all kind of closets and rooms and stuff. So by the time he would get with our program and we see him get about that chair, we would just break and run.
But we already knew if he did that little, like his eyes would get big, he does a little grunt or make a noise like, you know, sometimes he calls us yahoos or whatever it is. And we knew to break out. We like, oh, we out. I'm not getting no yardstick today.
Upstairs and he found.
Girl, and we all thought we like, yeah, he ain't gonna find us up in here, girl. When he snatched that closet door open, my heart dropped.
So many closets that we could have been in, and the four of us was all in one closet hiding because we knew we was in trouble. But I remember there's another time, like I was like, you know, I found the perfect hiding spot. I'm gonna go in there where the organs at behind those accordion doors. He would always, it's like he was already onto us. He was like, get out of here. That was what happened when you're homeschooled and your daddy wants to babysit from work. So I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah, that was, I wasn't ready for that.
So he had to say something. He had to get in there and he had to throw his jabs. And so
right,
he wasn't gonna let, you know, Chan outdo him talking junk about Malia, because I could have had her too. Like, no, but you couldn't.
Right. But you couldn't. You didn't get it. Calm down.
Calm down. So that was that. Mm-hmm. It was a flat out lie. Okay, next question is mine. So this chapter really reintroduced Chan as the villain. I lost sight of who he was because of how sweet he is towards Malia. It's safe to say Chan is really a gangster. Do you believe people ignore red flags to focus on the things that they want to see in others? Absolutely. I believe people ignore red flags all the time. And again, it's not just in the mode of relationships. It could be with friends. Like, what I'm saying is we see red flags in people, but sometimes you're just like, you want to believe in people so bad because whatever they do for, like, apparently they do something for you because you are just going to believe in them. So I don't know why, but yeah, people are definitely ignoring red flags because they want to see something. They want to believe in this person so bad. Will it slap you in your face later on? It always does. It always comes full circle. You always gonna get that backhand and that front hand and that elbow. It's always gonna happen.
Probably stomp you out too.
Stomp you out, Dave Chappelle style, you know. And so, yeah, people ignore flags to see what they want to see in people. And I think that Malia has been ignoring red flags. But he's so fine. He's so generous.
Mm-hmm.
See what an attractive face and a nice wallet will do for you, you know.
Different tax bracket.
A different tax bracket hit different. You say, well, whatever you want to do. He's a high value man working hard for his family.
I agree. You definitely want to see the best in people. I know, like, as far as relationships and stuff, it's been my experience that, and then, we're finding out too, with Chan, he's coming in and he's sweet and he's all this and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's what you fall in love with. And then them red flags start to show up, like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, he kind of snapped on her to get in the car or whatever it was.
Put that coat on.
Yeah, or put the coat on. Yeah, and then catching him looking at her crazy a few times. Like, she ignored all that because she's just like, oh my God, he's so fine, blah 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 blah. And so with relationships, I find, when I had every red flag in a book, personally, it was like, no, because you're right. When you're like, there was something that you did like about him or whatever, you fell in love. So, but you didn't know this person was putting on a persona. So you don't fall in love with that persona and you stick around hoping that person come back.
Right.
Thing that you fell in love with, not this monster that's presenting itself. Oh, he just got a cold, or he just ain't feel, he got a migraine, and it's like, no, sis, he's an ass, and you don't fell in love with the persona. That's what it is. So you will ignore red flags to see what you want to see, because this guy's checking all the boxes so far. Nobody gets with a person knowing that they're a piece of crap. I hope. Like, he ain't worth a dang, but I'm gonna build me a man. Okay. You do that, yeah. When it says I lost sight of who he was, or because of how sweet he was, Malik, that's what I was talking about. The last time, because he's talking this big mess with Antonio, kind of like, boys get together, dog, because I did this, and that. But when you're with her, you're a sweet little puppy that's, he tore it down.
Baby,
he tore it down, but he wasn't, you do what I say, you move when I say move, and stay on your knees, and blah blah blah. That's what he was presenting. He was presenting that to Antonio, and it's like, hold on, that is not how stuff go down. You kind of forget for a minute. You're like, hold on, who's this dude? I thought he was the hero. The hero. It's the whole villain. So, yeah.
So true.
Definitely. We gotta be better as far as not ignoring red flags.
Definitely.
They show you who they are. Believe it.
That's so true. And I also think that a lot of times guys do get away with saying stuff because it's like, I'm not saying with this, like, I don't think Malia would be at all a fan of, like, you put me out there and say, man, you made it seem like I was just busting it down just because you looked in my direction and I knew what time it was, right?
Right.
But I think even when people say things maybe not as offensive, because they was really talking like she was just that girl, I think that even when people say things is like a little bit less offensive, women still are like, no, because that's what guys do, they're always trying to show off in front of each other. And it's like, yeah, but if you flip that and you're just like, oh no, because I got him, like, he stayed between these legs, No, he keep his face, so I spend his money. I don't listen to him. I tell him what to do. He'd be like, really trying to front me out. Like, it would just be a different vibe, because don't nobody want to feel like they're with somebody who doesn't respect them.
Right.
It all boils back down to, does this person respect you? And if they're talking in a way that it doesn't seem like they're putting much respect on your name, then that's definitely like, nah, we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know one man who's going to hear that the woman that he's dealing with is like, I tell him what to do and I don't care, and he just just be down there eating on this. My mom would have said, down there eating on folks.
No folks. Girl.
Yeah, I had a kitty moment. But he's like, and I have him eating on. Stop, Korea, stop it. Then I gotta cut all that out.
Don't cut it out. Guys are gonna, they just here to eat on something.
But if she just made it seem like he was just, some trick who she just, called and for cash apps and for an eat out, like he feeling like, who you said about me? Oh, okay, well, we're gonna be done then, because you definitely don't want people to be behind your back putting all type of disrespect and smoke on your name.
Mm-mm.
You know, so it's like, it's not about disrespecting me, but even when we're not together, I need to make sure that you still have that same respect for me, because if you don't have that behind my back, I don't want it. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you why I don't want
I tell you why I don't want it. It's going to be very problematic. So whatever you show to me is what I need you to show to other people. So if you're showing me, you know, a lot of care, a lot of value, love, respect, and then come with that energy with other people. Don't be acting like it ain't, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? She's just another chick for me. Oh, I am? Okay.
Access denied.
Access. I'm gonna make this real easy for you. Go find somebody else to do your dirty work, because I'm done with it.
Get somebody else to do it.
We'll find somebody else to do it. So that was my thing. Next question is Yella's.
Okay, so Chan lost his damn mind. I didn't expect him to really pull up on Antonio. Did you think him coming down there would lead to a fight of this magnitude? Okay, so I'm thinking yes, but Chan was with the shits. Like, he was ready for it. Because they were kind of like buddies before. It's not like Antonio was a complete stranger.
Right.
And so that's why Chan knew how to get under his skin as far as dealing with Malia or talking about Malia or whatever. So I think, yeah, he's like, this dude might pop. When I say this dude is going to pop off, because he did keep poking the bear. Like, for a minute, you know, before Antonio got up, like my uncle would have, before he, you know, he just kind of stepped. Wait, what? What did you say?
What is happening?
He didn't pop up, and then, you know, Chan kept going in and going in and going in. So I think he knew that would eventually lead to a fight. Now, of that magnitude, maybe not. He probably didn't think, like, he probably would have been ready for a little scuffle, or, you know, maybe, you know, throwing a cup or something like that, or a chair, whatever. But yeah, Antonio made the BBC comment, and that sent sent the wrong. Chan lost it. That was probably what he was thinking about while beating him like that, because he just boom, 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 you know, and I know he didn't think he was going to go down there, say all that mess to Antonio, and then just walk out. And Antonio's like, okay, all right, I won't do something. You know, he knows Antonio will pop back. So, like I said, he may have expected a little scuffle, but going that far, he probably didn't expect it. But I don't think he would, like, you know, he's like, hey, you know, you got what you got, you know. shouldn't have said nothing about no BBC.
BBC. Oh, okay, she is.
At BBC, that comment was team too much.
Yeah, he was just like, oh, is that okay. That's what we talking about. I'm gonna show you BBC. No, I don't think anybody thought it was gonna, you know, because like Alicia said, they do have a history. They do know each other. He probably, you know, anticipated it definitely being a war of words. You this and that and the other. You don't tell me what to do. I'm a grown man and let her decide. Okay, well, I'm gonna let her decide then. You know, I think it was more of like, I think as a reader, you think it's just gonna be an argument. You know, it's gonna be these two men, one saying, stay away from my girl, the one like, that's my home girl. Let her tell it. You know what I'm saying? If she don't want me in her life, I'll be done with it. But you're not gonna come in here and check anybody, especially in my business. You definitely not gonna check me, boo. So I don't think that anybody really thought it was gonna get to that place where a full blown out fight has broken out and there's blood everywhere. And now Chan's like, is he breathing? Is he, you know, he did, like, you know what I'm saying? And so now it's like, it leaves at a cliffhanger, because he's shaking like, oh, nah, like, this went too far. You know, this was just be an argument. This was supposed to be me saying some salty to you, you getting offended, maybe calling Malia up and cussing her out. Like, you sent your dude down here to check me. Nah, because I thought we was friends. I had to find my phone. I thought we was friends. And you go, no, I'm saying Malia, what are you saying? Like, a little DMX, right?
Little DMX.
Done. You know what I'm saying? Don't you ever. I don't even want to see you no more. If I see you on the street, like, I think that's what he was anticipating, getting up underneath his skin so bad to the point where it caused Antonio to actually call Malia, cuss her out, get a big reaction, and then Chan be like, no, I went down there and we was talking about business anyway, and he brought your name up and said he could have had you, and I was like, that's my girlfriend. You don't talk to her.
No, I Yeah, was. Shit's a lot. No, because you're gonna respect her.
That's what I think he was gonna do. I think he was trying to poke Smokey the Bear, and have him set a whole wildfire. And then when he left, he was gonna be so mad. He called Malia up, like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I introduced you to this dude, but since you over there running your mouth about me, and Malia was like, what do you mean running my mouth? Who are you calling, Antonio? Because first and foremost, get up off my phone, talking stupid to me. You know what I'm saying? And so I think he thought, I'm gonna say these things. He's gonna get pissed off and like, yeah, because you know what? And Antonio gonna go back to being a total guy, yeah, because she never even let me hit it. That's what it always comes down to, right? They get mad and they think like, you know what? I didn't get none from you, yeah, because that's what's important, right? Chan's mind, he was hoping Antonio was gonna just call Malia, cuss her out. She would have been mad. She'd have been like, why did you even go down there anyway? He'd be like, no, because we were talking about business. Your name came up, and he was just gonna like dry hating off our relationship. And I was like, bro, aren't you getting married? You know, here soon? Like, why are you acting like you have feelings for Malia? And then Malia would be like, oh my God, he's acting like he has feelings for me to you. That she would have felt some kind of way. And then, you know, it would have been like, you know what? I'm done with Antonio. It's cool. He's blocked. He called me up tripping anyway. When he really caused the whole forest fire. You know, but it didn't turn out like that. It turned out in something totally different has happened. Now, massive violence has broken out in this office, and Chan is covered in blood. He's like, oh no, I didn't mean for that to happen. I'm
going go that far.
If that's what we need to do, but this was not what I was anticipating. So I think it went far beyond the magnitude that he thought it was going to go.
He wasn't trying to catch a case.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to catch a case. Not at all. So the next question says, I'm so confused by Antonio. While he was in his office, he was thinking about how he wants to call off the wedding. He ain't calling off nothing. He even said, if I did, Malia still wouldn't want me. That's wild. Talk about something.
It's wild. Well, even if I did, she wouldn't want me.
It's crazy. Like, he said, even if he did. I'm done. So yeah, he was in his office thinking about how he wants to call off the wedding. He said, even if I did, Malia still wouldn't want me. Is she the reason why he doesn't want to marry April anymore? I was disappointed when he said he should have slept with Malia. What is his problem? Yeah, that was disappointing because he was just like, he feels like the relationship between them is over anyway, and he wanted a parting gift.
Right.
He was in there like, I should have smashed that night. But no, I had to hold myself to a higher caliber. And I was just like, you still thinking about that night, huh? It really did something for you. The night that you nearly ended April's life, right? He's still thinking about that. And so, no, I don't think Malia is the reason why he doesn't want to marry April. I don't think he wants to marry April because he doesn't want to marry April. I think April fit into a Rose City standard that he was trying to create. And I think he's starting to realize he doesn't really necessarily want that. You know, he doesn't want to be tied down. He doesn't want to be married to her. Maybe he's cool with her, you know, being the baby mama who lives with him. But he's probably thinking, is marriage really necessary? I mean, I'm pretty successful. I'm doing what I want to do. And I still got these urges for other people. So, like, maybe I shouldn't be getting married. But I don't think it's like Malia is so special that she's causing him to rethink, you know, should he want to get married? I don't think he wants to get married because he don't think he wants
he don't want to settle down.
It's not Malia. She has nothing to do with it. What are your thoughts?
So I agree that it's not just Malia. I think Antonio's just not ready to settle. He don't want to settle down. He maybe because of the kid in the house, his crazy fiance or whoever, he may feel pressured to do that, you know, change course for a minute. But as far as Antonio, I kind of feel like he may have or is a player. Always has been, and now settling down. Like it's the wedding is closer, so shit's getting real for him. Now stuff is where he's like, oh, this is really happening. So yeah, it's not just Malia. She may be a factor, but she ain't like the factor. Like, you know what? If it was just Malia, that's the only thing stopping me here. You know, like no, he's just not ready to settle down. I think, and you know. He's not serious about his girl. So he had his little thing going or whatever. He may even try to like tiptoe back over there after all that. But yeah, that's all. Antonio's he's just a player. He ain't trying to get married, which is he shouldn't have proposed or whatever.
Right.
Sometimes guys to do that.
Yeah. You have a lot of people who don't really want to die alone, right?
In a nursing home.
To be honest, I think a lot of women are very comfortable being on their own. And I think a lot of people, they struggle to understand, like, why are so many women okay with dying alone? You came into this world by yourself, baby. You're departing by yourself too, right? And it's not alone when you are at peace and you're happy.
Right.
Like for him, I think for a lot of people, they come to this point and their lives are like, I'm a certain age. I should be getting married. I should be settling down. Like, I remember like my dad would talk about marriage and he was saying like, yeah, you come to a point where you're like, need to be married. I need to have somebody look out for me. I need to have somebody, if I'm sick, take care of me. It's like, I didn't hear you say anything about love.
At all. At all.
Me. I'm like, so I just think, he's probably just thinking like, this is what's expected of me. I'm at a certain age in life and already have a child with this woman. Everybody's probably, when are you gonna marry her? And so him not wanting to be nothing to do with Malia, that has everything to do with him just not wanting to settle down. He's not ready. I don't know if he'll ever be ready.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's got such a taste for other women, and it's like, can you really say you want to be married, but you're out sleeping with all these different people? Some people, well, I mean, I do. I just want to be married and come home, and then in the streets, I want to be a whole animal. Like, and then you're gonna be out there making babies that you can't take care of. And I mean, what was the name of that football player? What's his name? Terrell Owens. I used to watch his show when it was on VH1 years ago, a long time ago, called The Tito Show. And his mom was having an affair with the neighbor who lived across the street for years. And come to find out, that was actually his dad, the guy that lived across the street. And he had a crush on like his half sister. And his mom was like, stay away from that girl, and and all this stuff. And he just like didn't. I'm like, why I can't play with the little girls across the street? And they're so pretty and they're fun. And mom was like, stay away from them. And he said, mom was basically like, yeah, her and them kids. Like she would never talk bad about the man, but she would like say like nasty things about like the wife and and so he just was like never wanted to play with the kids across the street because that. But the man across the street would come over, he'd fix stuff, he was always very helpful. His mom and him would be over there having coffee, talking. When he was a grown man, he was already in the NFL, that his mom was actually having a relationship with him and was in love with him, and he was his dad. He's wondering why he never met his dad. Dad has been around the whole time, watching you from across the street growing up, son.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So Antonio's not ready to settle down. If anything, he'll be having babies across the street, this place and down the street, and all this kind of madness. And it's just like,
if he could, I think, or I think if he wasn't that he could do something that's like that, get married and then decide, they're going to separate and he's going to have kids by other people or stay nearby.
I guess I never wonder why people don't live in their truth. And some people live in their truth because they know that there are going to be some people who aren't going to live with them in that delusion. Polyamorous relationships are a real thing, right? I don't think it's for everybody, but why don't you find somebody who wants what you want? Why don't you find somebody who's open to the idea of you going out and doing what you want to do, or bringing in a third partner or something? I don't know.